Yo, Whodini, let's do this.
When we first went out together, we barely knew each other. We had no intentions on becoming lovers, but in no time at all, you became my girl. Me and you, one-on-one against the world. Talking on the telephone for hours at a time, and else I was at your house, or you was at mine. And then came the arguments and all kinds of problems. Besides making love, we had nothing in common. It could've lasted longer, cause it started out strong, but I guess we went about the whole thing wrong. It's out of nowhere, it just came to an end, because we became lovers before we were friends.
How many of us have them? Friends. Ones we can depend on. Friends. How many of us have them? Friends. Before we go any further.
Friends are hard to find, so be careful. You can find the instrument mind in the pages. Some ain't that bad, but one might backstab to get their fingertips on what one might have. Strike the hand that feeds you, lead the people who need you. But those that hold you back and mislead you. So be a leader, don't get led on or led in the wrong direction. A dead end next thing. You need a detour, life's like a seesaw. Ups and downs, and I bet there'll be more. Potholes and obstacles in a path that's righteous. At times you need a hand to fight this. Way of life, straighten up, take the thought and replace it. And don't you act to face it. Cause jealousy and envy and you still act friendly, you can find the end when you attend it.
But that shook your hand, she stole your man. And it was done so sweet, it had to be a plan. Couldn't trust her with cheese, let alone your keys. With friends like that, you don't need enemies. You wonder how long it was all going on, and you're still not sure if your laddie's gone. You say, well, if she took him, he was never mine. But deep inside, you know that's just another lie. And now you're kinda cold toward the people you meet, cause it's something that was done to you by some creep. But nevertheless, I'll say it again, that these are the people that we call friends.
Hard to find, so be careful.